Juan Mendez Scott's Mystery Magazine.
Chapter 3. New Chapters of My Life. The engine hummed beneath us, a steady rhythm that matched the pulsating beat of the town of Fort Washington, as I navigated the streets, leading us to Fort Washington Marina, where Proud Mary's Tiki Bar sits on the waters of Piscataway Creek. The evening had wrapped its velvet veil around the world, turning buildings into silhouettes against a twilight sky, painting the perfect backdrop for revelations and heart-to-hearts. Samira, enclosed in her thoughts like a caterpillar in its cocoon, sat beside me, the glow from the dashboard illuminating her features in soft amber tones. "Samira," I began, breaking the silence that had swaddled us since we left the bustling heart of the city of Laurel. "You've got this whole world waiting for you, girl. A career that's just about to bloom, friends who've got your back, and a heart big enough to navigate through whatever love throws your way." She chuckled, a sound that seemed tinged with both warmth and weariness. "Tameka, it's not that simple. Rocky's suicide left a hole, and that whole mess with that love triangle with his ex-girlfriend on top of everything else. It's like walking through a minefield blindfolded." I swear I glanced at her, my hands steady on the wheel as we turned onto the road that would lead us down the hill to Proud Mary's, the neon lights of the bar beckoning in the distance like a lighthouse for wandering souls. Life's complicated like that, I get it. But look at you. You've been through storms that would have sunk lesser ships, and here you are sailing into your future like the queen you are. The road stretched before us, a ribbon of possibilities, as we drove through the night, the scent of the approaching river mingling with the cool air. Samira turned to me, her eyes reflecting the myriad of lights we passed, a galaxy of questions and hopes swirling within them. "Do you ever think about him? About what he did to me? About what happened?" Her voice was a whisper, barely rising above the sound of the tires against the asphalt. I sighed a deep, soul-searching sound. "Every day, Samira. But we can't let the past chain us down. Rocky's choices, as painful as they are, they're his. We've got our own paths to tread, our own choices to make." Proud Mary's came into view, its tiki torches flickering like fireflies in the night, casting dancing shadows across the parking lot. As I parked the car, I turned to her, taking her hand in mine, a lifeline in the uncertainty that surrounded us. "Listen to me, okay? Your life. It's this beautiful unwritten story, and yeah, it's got chapters filled with heartache, with loss, but it's also got chapters that are waiting to be filled with triumphs, with love, with the kind of joy that makes all the dark parts worth navigating." Samira nodded, a slow, understanding motion that spoke volumes. We stepped out of the car, the gravel crunching beneath our feet, the river's scent enveloping us in a blanket of anticipation and reminiscence. The night air, crisp and filled with the promise of autumn, carried the sounds of laughter and music from the bar, a siren song that drew us forward. As we approached Proud Mary's, the tiki bar seemed to come alive, its wooden structure adorned with strings of lights and bamboo accents, an oasis of warmth and camaraderie in the cool night. The river, a constant presence, whispered secrets in its ceaseless flow, a reminder of the endless cycle of beginnings and endings. Inside, the atmosphere was electric, a mix of reggae beats and the clinking of glasses, the air rich with the scent of grilled seafood and sweet cocktails. Samira and I found a spot near the water's edge, the flicker of the tiki torches casting a soft glow on her face, highlighting the determination that had settled over her features. "Tameka," she said, her voice stronger now, infused with a newfound resolve. "You're right. It's time to move on, to write those new chapters of my life. Rocky, the love triangle, it's all part of who I was, not who I'm going to be." I smiled, pride and affection swelling in my heart for this incredible woman beside me. "There you go, Samira. Look, check it out. Here's to new beginnings, to the unwritten chapters, and to being the authors of our own damn stories for once. We raised our glasses, the beer cold and refreshing, a balm to the soul, as we toasted to the future, to the journey of rediscovery, and to the promise of the lives we were about to embark on. The night around us felt alive, charged with the potential of what was yet to come, and as we sat there, the river flowing tirelessly beside us, I knew that no matter what twists and turns lay ahead, we would navigate them together, with courage, with love, and with the unbreakable bond of friendship that had carried us this far.
On the next episode of Juan Mendez Scott's Mystery Magazine, Chapter 4, the road ahead was scary,